Alright, so you can see I've done some basic work on it already. Been working hard, but this metal is so hard. I wanted to bring this to you right quick and let you hear what I mean by this is so hard. It rings like a tuning fork. I just thought y'all would get a kick out of that. That is a price forged blade right there. Full on. That's the steel that I'm talking about. The kind that you can literally it has a ring to it. Just solid ring to it. Ding! Yeah. That is a heck of a piece of steel right there. That kind of steel right there is... This stuff is so hard. I mean... I've been sitting here sanding on it with 100 grit sandpaper. This is actually what would be considered coarse when you're doing steel. I've been sanding on it for the past 4 hours. This is how far I've gotten. Literally. I got the scale off the outside, and now there's, if you look, there's this little line right here on the edge that's not quite lined up. That's basically going to translate once I'm done sanding. This is all going to pull back just ever so slightly back in the blade, and it's going to turn into a hook right at the tip. And it's already somewhat hooked, but that's going to be a little more exaggerated when I'm done there. I just wanted to have that thickness up there to do that. Of course, being it's such a hard steel, you know. Let's take a piece of mild steel and listen to that for a second. And this is work hardened mild steel, by the way. Now, that ultra high carbon silicon steel. Move my fingers a little bit so it's got more. Got a lower ring to it, a lower ding or dong. Sound of my blade, my sword blade is about the same as this, just that clong, just that. And it does. It's got this kind of sound to it. It's interesting. So I thought, you know, I'd come to you with that and show you basically how it's coming. You know, that is going to be one heck of a blade. You know. Oh, and I wanted to show you this too. Can't really get your thumb in there, but take your finger all the way, your pointer finger all the way. Thus far, and that's not even done yet. You know. So, as you can see, the curve of the blade is ever so slightly this direction. It's kind of hard to see it because the fact of the matter is it's just sunny enough to be a pain in the ass with filming, but you know, it's got just enough of a curve going down that blade to where it angles in the hand to put it right on, like I said, right on that knuckle, that heel bone knuckle of your arm, your wrist bone here. Puts that point right in the point on that heel bone knuckle there. It literally translates to the best thrust you can make with a blade. I could do that and not ruin the blade, by the way. And, you know, all without a handle right now. This doesn't even have the swells on it. This is just with the steel. So, think about that. This piece of steel is actually really, it's got something to it, man. I'm jazzed about this. I think old boy's gonna like this knife because it's got one of them. It's just a whole different flavor of hard. Then I want to show off my cousin's blade too. Ah, it's actually looking pretty good. It's got that same white color to the steel. I kind of pride myself on for the fact of the matter, the silicone, you could really tell. And if you can see it in the light, it really does have a white color to it. It's not so silver as it is white. And I like that. And this thing's got a ring to it too. You can kind of hear just that home, kind of low hum. Oof. And it is sharp. I mean, this is distinctively sharp. Stupidly sharp. I'm going to actually show you all this. Just find a piece of paper I can do this on. Million and one fucking problems. Alright, well, suffice to say, this thing's stupid sharp. You know what? That might actually be a way I could do that. Yeah, here. Piece of that Osage orange wood. Oh. Feather stick. Still sharp as the day is long. Yeah. I'm going to say this is hardened, tempered already. It basically air hardened. That is freaking incredible, man. My steel has this knack for holding on to electricity. And so it tends to act strangely however the charge is in the steel. You know, it tends to act differently according to its charge. I think it's just a trip, man. This thing is... I could take literal shavings with this blade. Take a look at these curls here. Literal shaving curls with this blade. I mean, getting tiny with it. That's how sharp that shit is. And that's no extra specials to it, just hard as when I drilled it. As hard as when I drilled this thing. That should tell you something about the steel that we're talking here. This shit is fucking tough hard. I don't know how else to describe it. Like aircraft steel. That's what I want to call this stuff. Like on that level of just aircraft hard type steel, like tough. I don't know. I don't know no more. I just don't. But This looks like it's going to come together right nicely. Got the handle scales for the you know. So that'll go on there, and then I just grind that all down on the outside. Seems like a damn nice knife to me. So should be exactly what the doctor ordered. This particular one. And then this other one here. Oh, by the way, yes, I did just stick that into a fucking log, by the way. My knives are fucking tough as nails. They're tougher. I can chop a nail in half with these sons of bitches. This one, I mean, it's built for a big hand, for a large grip. But you're going to be able to get some real purchase on this. I mean, even if your hands are smaller than mine, you're still going to be able to get some good purchase on it. But if your hands are a little bit bigger than mine, that's going to be perfect. It's literally going to be a perfect blade for you. I'm pretty sure your hands are a little bigger than mine because, you know, something as a, for instance, reference that everybody's got something similar, you know. There's my hand on a handle from a chisel. Like, it's literally, I got little hands. All right? Little itty bitty hands. Screwdriver. Again, I do. I have little tiny hands. So, this is going to be actually perfect in your hand. And I'm going to say you're going to like this a lot from what I can see already. Just how it handles, the feel of the blade itself. It's getting really light. The more of this, the more of the steel I expose, the lighter it gets. And especially right here, all the weight's going to be right here in the handle. It's really going to trip you out because even though all the weight's in the handle, the tip of it has a good balance of forward weight to it. So if you went and you took this and swung it really hard, you're cleaving through whatever you're cutting with it. So should do exactly what the doctor ordered. Again. Oh, by the way, wanted to showcase this because I can't really get all of it out of there, but it does kind of show right here at the tip because it's had enough time to get a little stain to it. But you'll see, if I can get this to focus on the blade itself, right there at the tip there's a little line that looks like it divides it there. Looks like a stain. Funny enough, that little line is where the silicone steel stops. You can see it because of the inclusion on this side, just a little bit there left, but right here on this side, where that line stops is where the silicone steel stops on the tip of the blade. Thought I might show you that. I thought that was cool. You know, it showcases actually how the steels are different, because one steel has been massively impregnated with silicone and the other steel has this extremely hard carbon content to it. So yeah, I thought y'all get a kick out of that. Y'all have a good day. Yo, Guardsman Om is out.